Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, a weekly podcast following four friends as they battle across a homebrewed world called Antiriath in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Step into our mystical world called Antiriath and follow our party of three dummies as they adventure across the lands. Talik Grug, half-orc, half-mystery, the fighter, played by Taylor. Bodyknock Greenleaf, the halfling rogue with a penchant for taking things that don't belong to him, played by Josh. And the ever-mysterious Eclarian Shadow, half-elf ranger from the Eclarian Mountains, played by Seth. And last but not least, the creator of our beautiful world, the man of many voices, and our dungeon master, Sam. Hello and welcome back to the show. This is episode 26 you are about to listen to. Before we get started and before I give you a quick little recap, I wanted to give a couple of shout outs. You have obviously noticed our brand new cover art. It was done by Dalim.ink. That's on Instagram at DALIM.INK. Absolutely incredible art that we had commissioned. Take a look at the Instagram at DNDN Dummies to see it closer up, to see each character individual. Absolutely phenomenal job by Dolly. So we could not be happier with it. We hope you like the way it looks, but we are thrilled. Also, wanted to announce a very special giveaway that we will be doing. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is follow us on Instagram. Again, that's at DNDN Dummies. And give the show a rating and a review and send it to me on Instagram. We are putting together the prizes. We're going to have custom 3D printed miniatures of our characters. We are going to be giving a signed print of that art by Mr. Dalim.ink that you can see on our cover and also on Instagram. And yeah, check it out and enter to win. There'll be plenty of time to win. Probably go for at least a few more weeks, maybe over a month. So check it out. Let's catch up with our dummies who are in hunt of the druid who could be found at the Old Moon Tower in the southwest corner of the continent. The dummies decided to take the straightest possible route to the Old Moon Tower through the mountains. They're seeking safe passage from the friendly mole people called the Kretoks. When they arrive to the Kretok village, the leader, Gold, tells them about a dire and strange situation with the kobolds, who they normally live in relative peace with. The kobolds have begun attacking the Kretoks, and seemingly for unknown reasons, and they would like some help before they offer us passage, which, by the way, the kobolds are blocking the way that we need to go through the west. So we take Fenton, the son of the leader Gold, and we venture through the trap-filled catacombs of the old dwarven mines in search of the kobold village, and that is where you find our party here.
As you kind of round the corner, you do see a glow that's a little bit different from the crystals that you've been seeing in the rest of this cavern. There's a warm glow, and you walk into the room, and there's all of these giant beetles. They're like maybe a foot and a half long, and they've got this rich orange glow emanating from the inside of them, like a giant firefly. And some of them are kind of buzzing around the room, and you take a stock of the room and you hear a trickle of water coming over from the kind of northwest corner, and you're only coming in on the east side. There's water, a spring's coming in and kind of filling a small pond on that side of the room, and the whole room is very damp, has a calmness to it as there's lichen growing all over the the room and dampening some of the sound of these beetles fuzzing around. But still, when one kind of flies across, they have very loud wings that flies across. All right, what'd you want? You said Fenton. He said, "Yeah, Shadow. What's up?"
What the fuck is this shit?
He steps forward and kind of like peers around you. He says, "Oh, fire beetles.
Oh, that's all.
No, there's nothing to worry about. They're mostly friendly as long as we don't do anything to provoke them. They're not
Like
dangerous.
what?
Oh, I don't know. Swat at them. They're like bees. If you stay out of their way, they'll stay out of your way." And they're just kind of flitzing around in the room a little bit. They kind of crawl on the wall and nibble at the lichen, and then one will across the
Hey,
room.
are you gonna move these motherfuckers while we're moving?
While I'm still back here, I'm gonna go. How long does my cocaine of invisibility last?
Your cocaine of invisibility?
Yeah, whatever we picked up that last time.
Oh, I don't know.
I am carrying that, and it's
Oh,
the dust
shit.
disappearance. And what it does is, I toss it in the air. Each creature within 10 feet of me becomes invisible for 2d4 minutes, so I have to roll for it. If a creature affected by the dust attacks or casts a spell, it goes away. But it does everybody within a 10-foot radius.
Alec, you better move. Shadow made it through.
I'm just going to inch my way through here, trying to avoid these fuckers.
So everybody make me a perception check.
Okay.
20.
So Shadow, as you're walking through and being careful and watching these guys flit
One.
about, do their thing,
17.
Body Knock and Shadow, y'all both notice some of them aren't flitting about. They're actually incredibly still. They're not even eating lichen or anything.
Yeah, I used to have a fish tank. I know what's up here.
They did. Interesting.
Indeed.
I think we keep it moving, guys. I don't want to fuck with these. There's a lot. The ones I can see are more than I want to deal with.
Yeah, this is
But-
one of those rooms you're just gonna bypass for now.
It's like the back. It's like the bat room in the red cave
Yeah.
in the red castle.
Castle Red Fort.
Yeah. Okay, Talek, shield up.
Yep. I'm back in front, just kind of slowly inching our way forward.
All right. Let me see here. So you guys move forward into the next room.
Hey, is this a bad time to tell you guys that I'm claustrophobic?
Alec, shut the fuck up.
I can't stop thinking about this great mole rat either.
Look, if the great mole rat comes, don't worry. You'll only be afraid from the legends I've heard, maybe 3 to 5 seconds.
Oh, well, that's reassuring.
So you guys pass into a hallway, and you go down the hallway. I actually got mixed up. My apologies.
No worries.
You guys are the wrong
It's
spot.
just my downstairs mix up.
It's just my downstairs. What?
Oh, Greg.
Something to show ya.
It's my mangina.
I'm so glad that I have never seen old Craig.
Oh my god.
That's a shame.
Seems like a boomer, man.
I'm
is
a
kinda
man
like a
for
boomer.
sure.
Am I down? Yeah.
I like you. What do you think of me?
Closest you can get to Bailey's without getting your eyeballs
Do you
wet.
love me? Are you playing games? Do you love me?
That
Make
one.
an assessment.
That one's Bailey's a bit bigger, and that one's as close as you can get to Bailey's without your eyes getting wet.
This is Bailey's in blue, Bailey's in watercolor.
Do you
It's a
love me?
touch. It's a touch to your rod, mother liquor.
Could you learn to love me?
Could you learn to love me?
You like
I see.
Bailey's? Creamy, soft, creamy
Okay,
beige.
y'all are making it sound funny. Everybody else who's ever
It
quoted
is
it
funny.
made it sound
Oh,
super
hilarious.
creepy.
It's hilarious.
He's
It's
got all
so
these
funny.
paintings.
hilarious.
He's got all these different paintings of different styles of Bailey's bottles.
Want to come to a club where people
Heard.
wee on each other?
I've heard
The-
Bailey's creamy. But that's like all I've ever heard about Bailey's. All the other ones are like, Greg's got a mangina and weird quotes like that.
I know what you're thinking. Here comes old Greg. He's a scaly manfish.
What you doing in my water supply? Not fishing. What's this hook doing in my head?
I need to watch it again.
Oh my
So good.
gosh. Alright, so you guys walk into another narrow passageway. It's about 10 feet wide. It actually winds out to about 15 feet in some places. This one's a little bit wider. And you're walking down it for a while, headed west. Probably about 20 minutes or so. And you guys hear up ahead a mumbling of voices, it sounds like. And from this distance, you can't really make out anything they're saying. They're way off in the distance, but they're just like.
I like.
Could I roll some kind of perception check and see how far away we think they are?
Yeah, so you're looking down this hallway, and to the next opening looks like it's 100 feet, and so they're with the. What, did you just roll a 1 on your perception check? No, you rolled a 7. Yeah, you can't tell. It sounds like it's probably coming from that opening about 100 feet down the ways.
All right, guys, I got an
So,
idea. I got an idea. Everybody
okay.
huddle up close. I'm gonna toss this disappearing cocaine into the air, and we're gonna all disappear.
Ninja.
What do y'all
Ever
think?
You ever done disappearing cocaine, Fenton?
He's like, what? What the fuck? Oh man, I guess there's a first time for everything.
You just
Let's,
stand
let's
here.
fucking
You just,
go. And he
you
kind of
just
like
stand
puffs
here
up
and
his
take a deep
chest.
breath, buddy.
He takes a deep breath and starts holding it before you even throw the cocaine.
All right, Fenton, get ready for the ride of your life, boy.
All right, it's 2d4, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll it. Y'all ready?
What are the 2d4s? How long it lasts?
How many minutes it lasts?
Mm.
Inspiration, that shit.
Oh, could I do that?
Yeah, I'm good
Roll
with
it
that.
and roll it twice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna roll the first one. Ooh, I'm glad I did. That was 3 minutes.
Okay.
Try it again. 8 minutes.
Oh,
Matt.
8
yeah.
minutes.
Good
Nice.
call.
GG.
Okay, so let's
Ninja, vanish.
let's go ahead and go into like initiative order so we can track our minutes here. But I mean, we don't even need to track minutes because it's minutes, right? All right. We're
8
good. I was
minutes.
gonna-
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking like 8 turns, but we'll keep track of it.
Okay.
You know, it'll take y'all
So-
if you're
so-
moving stealthily down this hallway at half speed, it'll take
Not going half cocked like a gun.
So, do we make noise?
yeah, you'll still make noise, so you'll still need to make stealth checks, but I believe you do stealth checks with advantage even if you're invisible, like just period.
Can we hear each other?
Yeah, you can
Oh
totally
yeah,
talk while
we
you're invisible.
talk, we can attack, we can cast spells.
Well,
We're just invisible.
no.
I know. If we do, we become visible, but we can do it.
Right, you can talk and you won't become visible.
Correct.
Yeah, but if you do anything aggressive, you will become visible.
I'm just saying we are ourselves. We're just invisible. Vision.
I got you.
Harry Potter.
But we can't see each other?
No, y'all
Nope.
can't see each other.
Okay, so we're all huddled up here close. Talik's way over there. We're all huddled
Yeah, we're
up here
huddled.
close. Basically, is what I'm thinking. While we've got this low invisibility, I'm going to do me and Body Knock are going to do a stealth check. I'll take the left, he can take the right. We're going to sprint down the end of this hallway and sprint back and see what we see.
You gonna sprint or move stealthily?
Move stealthily. We're just gonna quickly run
you're just
down.
gonna go. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
wait,
just
I
gonna
can
go
roll.
take a check. Okay, yep, y'all each roll me a stealth.
15.
All right.
15.
Yeah, so y'all stealth down.
I'm on the left, Body Knock's on the right, so we don't bump into each other. That's why I specified sides.
Nice, I love it. So y'all get down close, and when you get to the opening, you can kind of hear the sound echoing around the opening a little bit, and it sounds like it's coming from just over this this ridge up in front of you. So you kind of make it up the ridge, and you see, peering over and
Oh, I
looking
see
down
'em.
that hallway, you see several kobolds. Looks to be about 5 kobolds down the way. How far is y'all's dark vision?
60.
60. Yeah, so you can see those guys. So you see several kobolds, and they seem to be having a conversation, and they're and I was checking y'all's languages earlier. Neither
Yeah,
of
what
you
languages do kobolds speak? Have their own?
Y'all make me a nature check.
Ooh. 13.
15.
So yeah, you guys would both know that they can speak common, and several of them actually will speak draconic, and it actually sounds like that's what these guys are not speaking common, so that's actually your guess of what they're speaking.
Okay, so I'm gonna work my way towards them, even though I'm not supposed to.
Mhm.
So I'm walking that way too.
And Fenton kind of hears you clinking off, and he's like, "Talik,
I'm
where
like,
you
Finn,
going?"
I'm like, Finn, come on.
He's like, "Oh, okay, all right."
I can speak Draconic, so I'm up on the ridge now.
So you get up on the ridge. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Okay.
Like Fenton.
Well,
back here.
I'm thinking I'm like kind of like
We'll just have it. Just go ahead and
Okay.
make it, and we'll just have it.
well, it's horrible. It's 6 because I have to make it with disadvantage.
Okay, let me see here.
Wait, I thought you made it with advantage since you were already invisible.
Oh, so it's a regular one, but it was
Yeah, it should
still
be a straight roll.
It was the first one I rolled was a 6.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, well these guys are actually kind of oblivious, so they still don't notice you. You get up here, and so Taylor, you walk up, and you hear at first kind of this just deep, hissy, guttural noise, and you're like, man, what a weird ass sound those freaks are making. And then you're like, wait a second, why do I understand what those guys are saying? As you suddenly realize that you can speak what language they're speaking, and
What?
you hear a little argument between like, no, we can't go down there and be a freaking, no, I think it is. No, it's definitely not one. You have no idea what you're talking about. No, I saw one last week. It ate up old Snuddy. Snuddy was an idiot. He got eaten by a Umber Hulk. You guys don't know a damn thing. And all y'all make me a perception check.
I am concerned.
9.
Same.
The Balrog of Moria. 19.
So you, Body Knock and Talik are focused on these kobolds, and Shadow with his more studying sort of practices looks around, and he's studying up and down, and he looks up and he sees this blob of blackness that looks like tar leaking down from the ceiling. And the next thing he knows, it drops down on top of all the kobolds.
Oh shit.
And they all start screaming and freaking out. 3 of them are completely covered in this stuff as they start wailing. And I need you guys to go ahead and make me some initiative rolls.
Out of
Okay.
character, real quick. Is there a fucking black pudding in this cave?
Why don't we make some initiative rolls? And you can go ahead and make me a nature check on your turn.
I'm
Or-
leaving!
Or
I'm
an
leaving!
Arcana check.
I'm leaving! Roll!
I got a 16.
No, I got a 10.
Oh my
20.
goodness.
Well, we're still invisible, so keep that in mind.
Give a fuck.
Okay. So, body is first, and you see this slop as your night vision goggles pick up just a black darkness envelop 3 of these kobolds.
Do nothing.
Okay.
Coward. Oh.
Dalek, what are you doing?
Yep, I'm gonna also just I'm gonna ready an attack with the sword just in case someone were to take off running down here, but then I'm just gonna watch and see what's going on.
Okay. So the one closest to you guys is just like and he takes off running this way full speed. He's gonna run 30 feet and then he's gonna run another 20 feet and run into Fenton around this corner and just like stop dead in his tracks and be like, ah!
Well, Fenton's invisible.
Oh, you're right. Oh, so he's going to, let me see if he runs past him or
Wouldn't
runs
Fenton
into
be
him.
smart enough to just like sidestep and get the fuck out of his way?
Yeah. So I rolled for it, and yeah, so he runs right past him, and he gets to about right here. I forgot you guys were all invisible. So the 3 that he landed on are just completely enveloped. You can't see whatever's happening with them. Shadow, it is your turn.
Is the Enterprise orbiting?
I don't know what that means.
Beam me up, Scotty!
Oh, get me out of here!
Guys, I think we need dip potato chip. Let's take this
What?
other passage that's open up down here.
Why don't you make me a nature check to see what you know about this thing?
8.
Yeah, you know it's a scary ooze that's dissolving the flesh off of some kobolds. Their screams ending pretty quick.
Yep, that's all Shadow needs to know. Shadow's been around the block.
Yeah, I'm just following him.
Are you trying to make me fight this thing?
No. So
I'm running
Okay, which way you running?
this way.
To the right.
This way.
All right. Yeah. What's your move speed?
I don't know. I was
60
trying to move
feet.
my character and he wouldn't move.
Oh, okay.
We're still
So, yeah.
invisible. I'm taking advantage of that.
All right. So the other one that didn't get captured, you hear it start running off down the hallway, and then it just lets out a blood-curdling scream.
Poor kobolds.
My God.
Yeah, the black pudding will just start dissolving the things that it's on. So
Oh my
y'all are
God.
gonna try to sneak off to the south. So this other one keeps running right past back where you guys came from.
Yeah,
you
let that
guys
motherfucker go.
are moving away. So yeah, it looks like the black pudding is currently occupied. If you guys want to slide off to the north.
Finn. Follow our footsteps.
Could I throw a little bit of a curveball? I'm invisible. Could I try and take off after the guy that ran past us the way we came from?
Yeah. Yeah, of
I'd like
course.
to see if I could chase him down from behind.
Yeah, so he runs 30 feet and around. Make me a actually it's gonna be just a perception check on him. If you're moving full speed to see if he hears the he actually rolled really low.
Let's say, okay, I'm invisible. Here's what I'd like to do. I'm behind him. He can hear me running or whatever.
Mhm.
I want to try and do an intimidation check and speak while I'm invisible and try and scare him. And be like, where are you going? You
Okay.
can't run from me, the great ooze.
Oh my god. Alright, roll it up. He does speak common.
Shit, it's Ivan the Ooze.
So that is a 6. I got a fucking nat one.
Oh, he just like keeps running. He doesn't like changes his timber or anything. He's just fucking out of there. Yeah, how far do you want to chase him? Because he's running all the way down that hall back towards the fire beetles.
Can I catch him if I dash? How far from it?
He's dashing. He's using all his movement every turn. If you want to catch him, we will do an opposed athletics check, and we'll see if you will catch him in a couple rounds or not.
All right,
if he's
let's
running
try.
faster than you. Oh man, unless you roll absolute shit, you're gonna catch him.
I got a 21.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll say that you can catch him in like 2 rounds.
So I want to catch him and grab him. And I'm assuming,
Okay.
do I come uninvisible?
I don't know if grapple is an attack. Like I know it is in some other games, but I don't know if grapple is an attack in 5e.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to attack him. I'm going to hit him in the back with my sword.
Okay, like the butt of it. You trying to do a non-lethal, or you trying to do lethal?
I don't think I can kill him with one attack, so I'm just going to swing the sword at him in his back.
Okay. Which sword is this?
Longsword of Pallid Light.
Okay.
I got a 16 to hit him.
Okay, that'll definitely hit.
Okay. I'm going to do 8 damage to him.
That actually will kill him.
Fuck!
So you just slash this guy down from behind.
God damn it. Okay, can I investigate his body?
Sure.
See if I find anything of note about their base or anything.
Yeah, so I mean, he's wearing basically tatters. He's got a little sling with a little bag full of rocks in it, and he's got a
Well, now I
couple
feel
little
like a
daggers. He's got like a
You
bow
should.
dagger, and
All right,
Nah.
I'm gonna turn around and go back to my crew, and I've got like blood on the sword, and they're like looking at me,
And you're not invisible anymore.
and I'm not invisible anymore.
There's no Geneva Convention in D&D.
there's no Geneva Conventions in D&D.
I'm just saying, while yes, the player, Seth, is horrified of black puddings, the character, Shadow, would not fucking engage with what he just saw. Without-
with a
without-
death ooze.
Without reason. I mean, he's been alive long enough to know if some strange blob liquefies his enemies, that's not something he wants to just
You don't
square
just-
up on.
Yeah, you don't just go start trading blows with it.
No. I hate that we missed out on meeting my former love affair in the stone giant land.
I didn't know you had such a thing.
That's how Shadow knows the giant languages.
Oh, I love it.
He had a tryst with a she giant.
Oh, we should have gone that way. Clearly, instead of lurking around under the.
We talked about it.
That's the first you've mentioned that.
Instead, we're in a pit of acid. Good job.
I'm gonna be honest. We're coming to a spot that I didn't have fully fleshed out. Y'all moved a little faster than I thought you did,
Oh wow.
but it's fleshed out enough that we can play.
Because we dodged the blood pudding.
Actually, y'all made it through the spot that you goat path through a lot faster than I thought y'all would. I really
Well,
thought
we
that
have
area
a-
would take y'all a long time.
Secret Goat
Oh.
Scout.
Secret
Girl
Goat
Scout.
Secret Goat Scout through
Okay.
the mountain.
So y'all head north, away from the black puddings for another probably 20 minutes or so, maybe closer to 30 minutes this time. And then up ahead, you come to a bit of an opening with mine tracks leading in multiple different directions. This seems to be kind of the hub location for the mine tracks. There's equipment here, old abandoned mine carts and barrels and boxes and things like that. And there's a track that runs left and right, east to west, sort of thing. And again, I totally screwed up the compass, so I'm sorry. And then there's 4 paths that all go off to the north. So each of them go off kind of just straight north. There's an east one. I guess we'll call it like a mid-east, a mid-west, and a west option. But all of them just go straight north from where you guys are standing.
Go to the Midwest, get some ranch dressing, boys.
I always like to go left.
Go fast, turn left, baby. Yee.
Yee.
All
I'm
right.
staying on the mine car because I feel
I
like
think
it's
we all stick together.
potentially safer.
Map in here. There's like little offshoots going, just short little spots going off to the left and right.
I'm gonna keep heading north,
So you guys keep going.
following these tracks.
North. There's an opening on your left as you're going forward that seems to go off into a bit of a cave. Seth, you actually kind of passed it.
Yeah. I feel like you want us to go in
No,
there.
no, you're fine. There's no, you
Can we-
don't have to.
Oh, can we look in without going in?
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check into there.
60 feet of dark vision. 15.
Oh. Rolled over. 8.
15 and you got 60 feet of dark vision. Yeah, so it looks like it goes in about 20, 30 feet or so. And at the end, you see what appears to be some Dwarven equipment, like some mining equipment and stuff. And in the corner, it looks like there is a treasure chest sitting at the end of it.
Oh, yep. Body knock. There's some treasure in this cave to the left.
Which is the left cave? Hold on.
The way I'm headed.
So yeah, there's a chest down at the end.
Say it with
All right,
your
I'm gonna
chest.
try and open it.
So as you reach down to open it,
Oh God.
it is not locked per se, because the top
fucking
flings
mimic.
open
Oh
and
God.
out shoots a tongue that tries to stick to you.
It's a
Roll
mimic.
initiative.
It's a fucking mimic.
Let's roll some initiative, boys.
This is why you stay on the fucking railroad tracks right here. This right
There.
here.
Oh my gosh.
Shit. 9.
All right, buddy. Hope you get a good one.
I did not. I already rolled mine. It was a 10.
Ooh. 10-9-6 for us.
Okay. Hold on. I haven't rolled his yet. I was spawning him in. Oh, well, he rolled a nat 1, so his is
Oh, thank God.
actually lower than all y'all. So one of those y'all's are their body first. So body knock, you go first. You see this thing. Oh, but he does get a surprise round. So all y'all will take your turn, and skip your first turn as he tries to
And it was me. Yeah.
grab your arm. He's gonna try to smack you with his little tongue. That is gonna be a 16 to hit.
I hate to tell you this, Mr. DM. My AC is a 20 now with this shield and the plate mail.
Shit. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh.
So that does not it.
All right. So he fails to connect with his pseudopod tongue attack, and it is Body Knock's turn.
Short sword attack. Go.
Okay, so you run up and short sword him. That is not gonna hit. This
Well,
mimicky
fuck.
boy.
Beside my guy.
All right. Hold on, I'm reading his adhesive ability, and it says the mimic adheres to anything that touches it. A huge or smaller creature adhered to the mimic is also grappled by it. Escape DC 13. Ability checks made to escape this grapple have disadvantage. Have disadvantage? Holy shit. So Talik, I'm gonna say since you reached down to grab him, you immediately stuck to him. They're just
So his
sticky.
tongue is like holding my arm.
Well, no, just the top of him. Everything about him is sticky. They're just disgustingly sticky. So when you went to open him up and you already stuck to him, and then he tried to tongue attack you, tried to tongue punch your fart box, as it were.
Yeah.
Oh!
So I've got to make a what save? A dex?
A dex save.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, that's brutal. Escape DC. I think you can also. It's athletics or acrobatics check. It's a
excellent. Okay, that's much better. All right, I'm gonna try and just brute strength, pull away from this thing with an athletics check. Disadvantage. Oh, they were both pretty good. 19 with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, it's DC 13, so you break away.
Okay, and then is that my action?
That is what I was just researching. I believe it is.
I'd like to use my action surge to take an additional action.
Okay. Yeah,
and I'm gonna
go
take
for
a
it.
swing at him with the longsword of Pallid Light.
Okay.
I got a 15 to hit.
A 15 will hit. He doesn't have a real high AC.
Okay, and I do 8 damage.
So you sink into this boy a little bit.
And I'll just stand in front of him in my turn.
Okay. Shadow, what are you doing? You're right behind old Talik here. You kind of got this guy cornered.
I'm gonna get up close enough to get the surrounded buff.
Okay. So roll
not-
with advantage.
And then, is he a creature? Or, I mean, a beast?
He
a
is
beast?
not. He is a monstrosity.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna roll to hit with the longbow. Motherfucker. 9. Oh, I didn't roll with advantage. So I roll twice, right? 18.
Yes. Much better. There you go.
Okay, and
So
he's been
that'll hit.
damaged.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
So that'll be 18. And then I'm going to take my second attack.
Okay.
With advantage. 15 to hit.
All right. That'll hit as well.
Okay. So then 2d8 plus 4. And that's going to be 15 damage.
Okay. What was the total damage between all your attacks?
Gosh. 18 and 15. So 32. 33.
Damn. All right.
Jesus.
Jeez.
And that's the end of my turn.
So it's his turn, and he sees you as quite the threat, and so he's gonna try to whip out and get you with a pseudopod so he can devour you. He's a cornered little boy. That is
Wow.
a 17.
That is.
Okay, so he is going to subject you to his adhesiveness and do just a little smidge of damage here. Good roll. 8 damage. A little more than a smidge.
Okay.
Alright, and then it is Body Knock's turn.
Yeah, no, I was gonna hit him with a sword again, but I don't want to sort of like snatch me up. Do I have a disadvantage with my short bow right here?
You do if you're right next to him.
Does it get canceled out by having advantage with...
With Surrounded, that's
Does it
interesting.
cancel it back to a regular roll? I don't know.
I mean, that's how advantage and disadvantage works, generally. So, yeah, I'd say so.
13.
13 actually hits. Yep.
6.
6 damage, okay.
Yeah. I'm not that great when I'm not hitting guys.
Oh, but you have someone within 5 feet of him, so you get.
Oh shit! So do I? Yeah. So
Yeah, you silly doof.
wait, is that actually that would have been advantage on the attack though. Do I get the sneak attack damage?
You get sneak attack if you have an ally within 5 feet of him.
Yeah,
Period.
you're right. 11, so 17.
Okay. That 17 more damage.
No, 17 total.
17 total. Okay. Oh, yeah. He is barely up. Talik. He's barely standing.
He's barely aroused.
He's barely aroused.
You were about
You
to
see
say.
just the tiniest little boner on him.
Oh, cut it off!
Well, I'm gonna cut it off his little pseudopod.
All right, let's see it.
I'm gonna cut his little pseudopod off with the 22 to hit.
Oh shit!
All right, that'll hit.
I'm gonna do 9 damage as I slice off his pseudopod.
All right, you finish him off. Finish his pseudopod.
You're gonna get wrecked, chump. That was horrible.
Like, where's the fuck? And I'm just like, look around. I'm like, where's the fucking treasure?
Where's the fucking treasure?
Sometimes there is no treasure.
Oh
Only
my
sadness.
goodness, boys. Well, that was terrifying. Let that be a lesson in greed for us all.
You with your loner monkish ways.
Oh, I thought you were just
What's
gonna
wrong
say
with the little
morals.
gold and treasure?
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with it when you have something that you need.
I just want to know what the gold.
Where's the gold?
Let's get down here and figure out what is afflicting us.
So we keep moving north down the mine cart path.
Okay. So you'll keep going. There seems to be another opening on your right, immediately followed by another opening on your left. Both of those seem to not go very deep in.
Assuming the one to our right goes back to the other mine cards, mine rails, potentially.
Yeah. One of them looks like it dead ends, but then the next one it looks like it does go through to somewhere. You're not quite sure. And then there's another spot on your left that appears to go a little bit deeper. You can't quite see it. Actually makes a little turn, and you're not sure where the one on your left heads off to.
We want to keep going straight, or do we want to go down to the left, boys?
I'm lost. I'm following
Yeah.
you.
All right.
Make the decision.
All right, let's poke our heads into some potential danger.
Which way does that mean?
Left.
All right. So you head left, and it goes another 30 feet or so of these, nicely carved out mining portions. And then where the other ones had, just an end, like they were strip mining down here, this one has a natural carve out of a cave. It's about 5 feet high and about 4 feet wide. It's kind of a small dig, but it appears to go off to the west a little ways further.
Where's Fenton?
He's with you guys.
Okay.
I don't think I even spawned him onto this map.
Okay. All right.
What did Fenton do during the whatchamacallit?
He hid.
Yeah.
He was behind us watching, cheering
he
us
was-
on.
He's like, "You got this, guys! Kill that
Yeah.
freak!"
You don't worry, Mr. Friend. We won't put you in any unnecessary danger.
So, what do you guys think? You want to move on down that mine, or?
Yeah.
It goes down.
No, it doesn't really go down. It goes west, and so you follow it for maybe 10 minutes. It's actually a bit of a squeeze for you bigger guys. Fenton and Body Knock, y'all are small enough that you can just walk normally, but the other guys have to duck in several spots, as it's only about 5 feet tall. And you move about 15 minutes or so in, and you can tell that it's kind of curving around to the south. And you keep following that for a little ways. And after about another 20 minutes and some serious twists and turns, it's actually kind of hard to keep your heading. Yeah, why don't y'all make me or Seth, why don't you make me a cartography check with your cartography abilities? You other guys can make a survival check if you want. It'll just be a little bit higher DC.
Cartography check.
Yeah, I think it'd be like an intelligence check plus your proficiency bonus. So you could just roll intelligence and add 3 if you wanted.
18.
18. Okay, so yeah, you feel like you've got a pretty good handle on where you are. You feel like you've headed back south more than anything, and you find yourself coming up to a crossroads that you can either continue headed south, or you could head to the east or west. It's like a 4-way crossroads.
We need to be headed west.
I was waiting for feedback from the other guys, but are y'all just following your guide?
Yeah.
All right. So Shadow kind of nods this way, and Fitton's kind of behind you, like, yeah, that seems right. We'll be headed west. So you head off that direction, and as you go probably another just like 5 minutes or so headed west, and the hallways get a little bit more narrow, and you actually start seeing some like simple not carvings on the wall, like chalk paintings on the wall of dragons. There's these just they're not, elaborate or anything. Think almost like cave paintings that you would see from like Neanderthal times or whatever, of simple dragons on wings, dragons like raising towns, like little stick figures, and like breath cone coming out on top of all of them and stuff.
I'm gonna say to the other guys, you guys ever heard kobolds that speak Draconic before?
I've ran into a few in the mountains that chittered in a hissing tongue.
Not me.
Would I know, Sam, if kobolds generally speak Draconic?
With y'all's checks earlier, yeah, I think Shadow knew that they did. And Finn would be like, yeah, they definitely, that seems to be one of their tongues. That depends on the group. Different ones speak different dialects, but these guys, I believe that's what they speak most of the time. I think they can speak common too, but it's kind of hard to parlay with them. I'm banking on them being able to speak it.
It looks like we're approaching the kobold camp. What do y'all think? I mean, that's what I'm feeling.
We're either approaching a way out of these mines, or we're about to find what is stopping us from continuing. I'm going to burn another spell slot and cast Primeval Awareness.
Okay.
And look for any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead present within 1 mile.
Okay. So you cast that, and you're kind of holding your mouth just right, looking for the taste of iron, the taste of blood, the taste of sulfur, as you kind of think through all the different creatures and their elements, and you're not picking up anything this time, and you're trying to go back to that sickly, sweet, rotting taste of the aberrations, and you can't pick up on that one either. And it seems like you must have moved farther from that aberration that you sensed before.
Okay. I think a blood pudding might be an aberration, but I don't know. Okay. All right, let's continue.
All right, so y'all keep walking on, and after just a couple more minutes, you start hearing down the hallway a ways not a commotion, but just a gentle sound of activity, scuffling around, occasional yips and yammers of different sorts. Why don't y'all all make me a perception check?
12.
15.
Okay, so
Tim,
as
sorry.
you guys are moving down the hallway, y'all are kind of listening to these sounds. Body Knock and Talik, y'all are really straining to kind of listen. Talik's like, is that, do I hear Draconic? Is that Kobold speaking up ahead? And Shadow's looking around and being a little bit more mindful, especially because of his previous incident with the tripwire, and notices a glisten of a wire running across the ground right in front of you guys.
Oh, shit.
You look up and don't see a headlopper of any kind, and you look around a little bit more, and you see that there's the tripwire runs up to little like troughs made out of like bone and twine and stuff that are full of rocks. Some of them large, some of them a little bit smaller, but probably, I don't know, hundreds of pounds of rocks hanging off of these things, and they're kind of straining under the weight on either side of the cave.
So Shadow lifts his hand up in the stereotypical fist motion for an all stop, and he points down to the wire and then points up to the rocks, and then he gently steps over the wire and continues forward.
Yep, I'm going to follow him, do the same.
Alright, so y'all make it through. Fenton kind of, with his stubby little legs, one thing that you notice about these Kretoks, they have like big, bulky upper arms, and their legs are not particularly sturdy things, so he kind of has to hustle to keep up with you guys. He steps over this thing, and you guys walk just another 100 yards or so, and you hear a bit of a commotion up ahead, and you actually hear a sound that sounds like what you can only imagine kobold children playing would sound like. You hear like kind of like weird hissy guttural child noises coming from up ahead in the cave.
I'm going to look at the other guys and be like, all right, so what's our plan here? I mean, are we just going to waltz into this town and try and be diplomatic, or are we going guns a-blazing? Are we sneaking? What do y'all think?
I think that even with superior numbers, we have an effective way of retreat with using that tripwire back there to our advantage to cover our tracks. I think we step up and try to have a conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see if we can keep it in the common tongue, if at all possible.
Fenton says, "Yeah, absolutely. I'll do the talking. Do my best as representative of the Kretoks." Kind of steps forward, puffs up his chest a little bit.
All right, Finn, we're right here.
And I'll just paint what happens as y'all step out into the opening, and you see a sea of roughly thrown up tents in a very large cavern, and a couple of kobold men with spears turn as you just walk into the cavern, and they're like, And we'll leave it right there as they have their spears pointed at you.
To be continued on the next episode of Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies. Find out what happens to our party next week.